Hello, everyone. Doing this reading on Friday, the 3rd of October. Today's a big day. 3i Atlas goes close to Mars. Um, Looking forward to pictures from NASA for that if they will show them. So I want to do a quick reading on that to see if it really will affect human consciousness. Doubts. But anyways, 3i Atlas, it would affect the human consciousness as it goes by. Three cards. 3i Atlas. What does this mean? It's coming together. Well, I don't know. The King of Swords represents upside down something about the authority. Be wary of authority or messages with the page. Some people will come together or something wholesome for some people. So 3 cards are not really giving me a full picture. Again, I'm asking about 3i Atlas. Is it alien technology? Something is hidden about it. Queen of Cups. And here's a King of Cups upside down. Something to do with money and investments. I don't think they're going to tell us what it's about. And here's the Emperor. So it's not giving me a reading on this way about the comet itself, but more about the energy around it, the governments, the emperors or the governments, the oligarchs, controllers of information, with the King of Swords there on the page. Some people coming together and something's hidden. So it doesn't really give me any kind of information about the comet or the Atlas, whatever it is itself. It does appear to have a very directed orbit. It's not crashing into stuff. It's got its own propulsion system. People are estimating. So let's just ask, is 3i Atlas being guided by higher intelligences on in the universe? That's like an immediate yes, 70%. Is it some kind of what do they call it, dark forest theory? Something hidden to take information to another place from here. That's a yes, ish, 60%. What about the CO2 releases? What's that about? Is it for itself? Is it to change our orbits, our planets, planets, bringing some kind of change to the sun? Not to the sun, but to the planets. So what's that? Venus, Mars, Mars, Jupiter, changes to those planets as it goes by. Yeah, it has some kind of effect on those planets. So Mars astrologically is action energy for humans on the zodiac. Venus, a planet of relationships, love, relationships. This is not science that I'm talking astrology now. And Jupiter, growth, abundance, benevolence. So there's some kind of shifting consciousness with these planets. Is that correct? Yes or no? Will there be after 3i Atlas goes by? Shifting consciousness. Could be 60%. Huh? So there are many times when things do come through our solar system that affect change. Of course, comets can crash into planets and create change that way. Let's see what the runes say about this 3i Atlas, this passage between now and December. Signals, messages. So things being more whole, signals. This is Fehu, which is abundance, but it's upside down. Not sure what that's really indicating for this. Taking care of our money or abundance. It's upside down, though, can signify some kind of loss. Let's see what else. Runes. Atlas for the planet. Some kind of constraint, limitations. We're actually talking about money, abundance, and wealth being constrained. What are we talking about here? And then partnership, it showed up in the cards too. People coming together, maybe that's what it means, that there will be, after some kind of constraint, limitations, people coming together. I don't think it's really talking specifically about 3i Atlas, but it's talking about what's going on with the government. All right, let's look at the shutdown. Possessions and constraint, and then partnership. So maybe all this limitation that we're going through all over the planet will create new partnerships, people coming together from the heart. I think that's what it might mean. Okay, so next question I had was about Trump. So recently there's been rumors that he's out of his wit, let's say, not functioning with all pistons. His behavior erratic. So who's going to come forward with the 25th Amendment, which, as we all know, is about a president that can't function, needs to be removed, and I guess the vice president would step in. I wonder what the probability is for that. Let me just ask that way. What's the probability that that's in the next, between now and 2026, Trump be given walking papers with the 25th Amendment? So I'm asking yes or no, please. What's the probability? It's a half and half right now, 50%. So will the GOP vote for the 25th? This next couple of months, they give it a timing. 65% GOP, the Democrats want to vote for the 25th Amendment. Democrats. They're in the same place, 65, so he is serving both parties somehow. Or maybe this is one of the few times, I don't know, was there another time that a president was having to step down because of health or the 25th or something? There have been other ones before, maybe one or two. So maybe that will happen. Will Trump go forward as president in 2026? Still yes. Still on the yes side, 60%. Again, these are probabilities. Anything can change, as we know in this very erratic world we're living in. Things changing. Okay, let me just see what the cards could reveal about the shutdown. Oh, wait a second. I don't think I want to use the cards. Do I? First, let's ask this way. Many weeks will the shutdown last? U.S. government shutdown. How many weeks? Getting about 6 to 7 weeks. How many months? How many months? Maybe almost 3 months. So one or the other. So politics continues, bipartisan politics with these people in Congress. There'd be any kind of change in Congress in the election 2026, change in Congress. The Democratic side. Leader will emerge, 6 of Wands. On the Democratic side, change in Congress 2026. Cool upside down. That doesn't look good. There could be some issues with whoever does want to come forward as a leader, maybe Gavin Newsom. Oh, wow, look at that. It's looking again. So, resting, contemplating. But this folly card, upside down, means folly. Fault, folly, recklessness, leadership and government. The messaging needs to be stronger to have a leader for the Democrats in Congress. What kind of leader would emerge for the Democrats? Hangman upside down. Still talking about false prophecy, folly, and the leadership isn't quite there yet. So this is not looking good either for the Democrats 2026. From this point, it could change, of course. Everything's a probability. Forget we're living in a quantum universe. A holographic sphere can change. The projections that human beings put into it, our realities can change. Okay, so Republicans. What's going on with the Republicans in Congress? It's hard to shuffle these team cards. All right, the Republicans. See what happens. Congress 2026. Yep, they're going to go forward with an idea, a message, position of power. Ones can represent initiative, power, business. But they're also going to be spewing out some false ideas, messages with the page. Cups upside down. Falsehoods will continue. They're fighting among themselves as well. 5 of Wands upside down. This is not a positive kind of fight, where it can be if it were right side up. It's like, what? The snake eating its tail, maybe? What are we getting on that? They're looking for money from abroad or something that will determine what they'll win. 2026, they win. They keep the power in Congress. I guess that's really 2026. The question going forward as it develops. Nope, things are a burden. We are burdened as well. So there's got to be some kind of entropy here, carrying all that burden. GOP 2026. New message, new program. Makes me think about their 2025. Project 2025. Will they get that off the ground? They're still working on it with all the ice stuff. Partnerships, people coming together, negotiations. Will they negotiate? I'll leave that as a clarifier. Negotiate. What will they negotiate? GOP. Negotiate with the Democrats. Get a maybe on that, just psychically. I get a maybe. Not negotiate with the Democrats. Are they partnering with GOP 2026? And I got the lovers here, and the signifier. I'll pick the cards. Three maidens upside down. Not quite the celebration they want, but well, again, upside down. Knight of Cups. Falsehoods. Lack of trust. Oh. Walking away in grief. This tells me there's going to be some kind of losses with their partnerings. Maybe some of these retired Republicans will have some kind of influence. Things being hidden behind the scenes, could be treacheries, things like that. With the High Priestess. Business as usual, looks like. Still, it's not changing. There's the Emperor upside down, though. So this can also mean that what's behind the scenes is the people that rule and control that we don't see every day, the influencers that empower the oligarchs, of course, that empower the politicians. It's a very old game. I don't think it's just now. It's always been there. Like the sheriff in Nottingham, right? Uh-huh. Okay, jokes aside. So I'm not too happy either. They got some losses going on, Republicans. False messaging again, partnering with others, false celebrations, false Three of Cups. So, okay, I think the next shutdown could be 6 weeks, 3 months. They put pressure on Trump. Will he makes negotiate now with the Democrats? He blames everything on the Democrats. Nothing new there. Will Trump put a stop to the government shutdown? Will he force the two parties to negotiate? Not really. Does he care? Trump cares for himself, yes. Cares for his popularity. Does he want his popularity back? I'm not getting a strong vibe there. Let me ask about his health. How sick is he from 1 to 10? Entertainment normally it's like about a 6 or 7. So how good is his health right now? Donald Trump. Get 30%. But yeah, I mean, there's something going on for, everybody sees it, for those who want to see it. Interesting how people just don't care about their own government. And then they cry when things go bad for them. Okay. I'll do these predictive cards. Show me the government, U.S. government right now. So based on Lenormand cards. Longing for better times is going to be some kind of popularity. So something is going to get better. I don't know about this number 48 here, money card. So it says that it's safe. People still love this country. Things will be revealed and things will be safe. Our security, I think that's what that might mean. Like the Federal Reserve, like, let's ask about the generals. I wonder, the recent generals, how good did Trump impress the generals? What was it, 800 of them? 40%. Oh, the generals move towards Congress to do something about Trump. Except, it's kind of moving in that direction, 60% though. Well, I don't know. It's like things could change. But between now and December, end of December, will things change in the US? Will there be a major change? I'm getting no. Things change in the US between now and, let's say, end of December with the government. Current Trump government, will something change? Keep getting this 65%. So to me, that's like something's in the works that could change things. So hope for the better. And be something that really changes in the next couple of months. Okay. Any questions? Leave it in the comments, like and subscribe. And enjoy if you can see anything out there at night with a huge telescope. Keep looking up. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.